12.2, for the homework, let's first look at taking derivatives of a vectored value function. So exercise 9 to 20, just find R prime. So for number 9, if R of t is equal to t to the third I minus 3t j, then R prime of t is 3t squared I minus 3j. Number, let's take 11. R of t is equal to 2 cosine t, comma, 5 sine t. So R prime of t is negative 2 sine t, comma, 5 cosine t. Well, let's move down. What about something like number 16? R of t is equal to, let's write this as 4 times t to the 1/2 I plus t squared times t to the 1/2 j plus the natural log of t squared k. So R prime, and for this jth position, we can combine those two, or you can use the product rule. It doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and combine them first. So R of t is equal to 4t to the 1/2 I plus t to the 5/2 j plus the natural log of t squared. Okay. So now R prime of t is 4 times 1/2 times t to the 1/2 minus 1, so that's negative 1/2. This is I plus this derivative t to the 5/2 would be 5/2 times t to the 5/2 minus 1, or 5/2 minus 2 over 2, so that just gives us 3/2 j. The derivative of the natural log is 1 over the term, 1 over t squared, times the derivative of t squared, 2t. Okay, so all we have left now is just to simplify. So R prime of t is equal to 2 over the square root of t, if you want to say it like that, I plus this 5/2, the t to the 3/2 is t times the square root of t, j, and then plus 2 over t k. Let's see what else we have there. What about 19? It's t sine t, comma, t cosine t, comma, t. Is it sine or cosine first? Sine. So r prime of t, here we use the product rule, so the derivative of the first is 1 times the second times sine t, then plus the first times the derivative of the second times cosine t, comma, again the product rule for this, the derivative of the first is 1 times the second times cosine t, plus the first times the derivative of the second. Well, the derivative of the second is negative, so this is negative t sine t, comma, the derivative of t is just 1. Well, let's move on. In exercise 21 and 24, find A, the first derivative, part B, the second derivative, and then part C, the dot product of the first derivative and the second derivative. So if we take number 22, let's go ahead here and just compute r prime, since we can see here that r is represented by this vector. So this is 2t plus 1i plus 2t minus 1j. And we also need the second derivative for this problem. So that gives us 2i plus 2j. So now the dot product of r prime of t dot with r double prime of t. So r prime is at 2t plus 1i plus 2t minus 1j. That's dot product with the second derivative. That's 2i plus 2j. And so that gives us 2t plus 1 times 2 plus 2t minus 1 times 2. The dot product, the positions, the ith term times the ith term, then the jth term times the jth term, right? And so we simplify that. This becomes 4t plus 2 plus 4t minus 2. That gives us 8t. Let's do one more here. That was 22, so what about 23? So this is r of t is equal to 4 cosine ti plus 4 sine tj. So r prime of t is negative 4 sine ti plus 4 cosine tj. R double prime of t is negative 4 cosine ti minus 4 sine tj. We take the dot products of these derivatives. So this is the negative 4 sine ti plus 4 cosine tj. It's dot product with r double prime, negative 4 cosine ti minus 4 sine tj. And that gives us this is a negative here. So this is negative 4 sine t times negative 4 cosine t is 16 cosine t sine t, and then 4 cosine t minus times the negative 4 sine t is negative 16 cosine t sine t. That gives us 0. Next we look at integration.